If you're serious about making a lot of money in your lawn care business, this is the most important video that I've made. All right, guys, so this is even more important than price. Yes, it's even more important than price. It is identifying the types of properties that are the most profitable in your market. Now, we talk a lot about getting our per man hour rate right and our price right. But look, I want to show you in this video how if you get this wrong, if you are servicing the wrong types of properties in your market, I want to show you how expensive that can be. Okay, so what are the most profitable type properties in your market? Well, in my opinion, they are going to be small properties. If you are doing residential lawns, small properties are the way to go. What I want to do is I want to show you how we're going to run the math on this. I want to give you a few examples on how I figured this out for my business. So the way that it all started was we had a Monday route. We mow lawns Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and we had a Monday route that was making a lot less money than Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I sat down and I started looking and I was like, man, we're getting a great price for these lawns. These are bigger yards, but like why are we making less money on Mondays than we are the rest of the week? So when we sat down and really looked at the lawns, we were getting the max amount that we could for this particular size lawn. It was like 0.75, almost a full acre type lawn in this particular subdivision. And we were really stretching ourselves to get $65, $70 in my market, okay? So we were getting drastically bigger numbers on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Let's look at that real quick. So going back to that Monday route that we were talking about, we took all of our Monday yards for that route and started looking at them. The thing they had in common, they were all bigger, okay? And we were getting the top end of the price for our market for these yards. So these yards took about 45 to 50 minutes per yard for a two-man crew. And the average was $65 to $70 for these yards, okay? Well, the thing about that is we could only do about 12 yards a day. The properties, again, they were bigger, they had ditches, they were just more difficult. And while that was the top end of what we could get for that particular yard, we were only making $780 a day on this particular Monday. Well, you're like, $780, John, that's a lot of money. That's really good. Well, yeah, but check out what we were doing Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the rest of the week, the yards were all smaller. They were in small residential neighborhoods, very little edging, very little sidewalks to do. We could get in and out of these yards very quickly. So a 15-minute yard, a two-man crew could knock these yards out in about 15 minutes. Okay, the average price that we were getting for these yards was $45. So if you do the math on that, like we were really able to go into neighborhoods and knock out a lot of yards. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're doing 25 plus yards per day, and obviously that is about double of Monday. Okay, so the average would be $1,300 daily. Okay. So if you take that, the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, $1,300 average, you're like, well, what's the big deal? One day was $780, the other is averaging $1,300. Well, if you minus those two out, there's a difference of $520. Okay. Now, if there ever becomes a time when $520 is not a lot of money to me, I need to hang it up and do something different, because that is still a ton of money. And keep in mind, guys, that was only one day, okay? That was for that Monday. We work 4 days a week, okay? So that would have been $2,080 weekly that we would have been missing out on. And then, you want to run that over the course of a month. That's a little over $8,000 a month. And we mow for 8 months out of the year, guys. $66,560 was what we would be missing out on had we continued to build our routes out like Monday, rather than focusing on the smaller type properties Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. So a quick recap on why residential wins for us is because, look, the margins, you're able to price a small lawn on a higher per man hour rate. You also can do more of them, okay? And just to recap that example, if you're able to do 4 small yards right beside each other for $45 in 1 hour, Well, that's $180 that you're making in that hour. If you were to go and do one bigger property, you would have to charge $180 for that same amount of time worked. And frankly, people are just not going to pay you $180 to come cut their yard for an hour. At least not in my market, they're not. Guys, now the whole key to this is you have to be doing properties beside each other. It doesn't matter if you're getting a good price on a small residential property. Unless you are doing volume beside each other, it does not matter. So the thing that I want to tell you is make sure this year, as you have identified the property that is the most profitable for you, which for me, it is definitely small residential. Once you have identified that property, you have got to saturate the neighborhood that you're in, okay? If you are driving away from a home without putting your fiber rounds are just putting postcards or your lawn care business information on the 5 houses surrounding the house that you're currently working on. If you are driving away from the property and not doing that, you are shooting yourself in the foot, man. Like, I just don't have to explain why it's so much smarter to do 4 houses right beside each other than it is to do one house, then drive a few minutes down the road, do another house, drive down the road, do another house. It just eats up your time. Again, what we are concerned with is 2 pieces. We are concerned with margin and volume, okay? In small residential homes, small residential properties, you can not only get better margins, you can get better volume when you're stacking houses on top of each other. That's how we do it here in my company. That's how we're able to pay what we pay. That's how I'm able to generate the amount of money that we do as such a small operation. Guys, I hope that was helpful for those of you who are trying to go to the next level in your lawn care business. I wish everybody nothing but the best for 2022. That's why I share these videos, is just to help you put your foot on the gas, man, and do what I did. Take care. God bless.